Hey there everyone, Masonic Boom here. So it seems that a lot of people don't necessarily know what fobs are all about. So it's basically click on that little unit there and that's where your fobs are ultimately built and upgraded. So make sure obviously you have a little look at that. Obviously go on to world map and we'll show you how it kind of works. So it's this redeployment versus half price fobs etc that people get stuck on. So, if I were to lay fobs now, you will see that they are 700,000 each, which is not good. So what you actually have to do is, if you deploy to another map, that won't fix it. All you have to do to trigger half price is to move one click. So click move like that. And that creates a cooldown, yeah. And while you're in cooldown, then obviously if you deploy your fobs, they'll be half price. Now your cooldown is every hex is 3 minutes. So if I now put my fobs down like this, you can see that they're 350 each. I can get 2 obviously with the current amount of metal I'm holding. And then basically if we then say click on this geezer here, when we attack him, we'll be using our fobs as additional support. And the trick is to either use your attack to speed the fobs up by clearing a path so your fobs can go through quicker, or attack another section while the fobs are distracting his main attack. Or sit behind your fobs and clear, kind of behind them, using them as a kind of bullet stopper in a sense. So I'm going to go for the first of the strategies here, and rather than my fobs get caught up on these buildings here, I'm going to clear them by using my favourite, which is Humvees, and we're going to travel straight across. That rapid fire, just keep moving, and that's going to enable the fobs to start moving forward. So I'll just whip across here. Notice how they just shoot choppers for fun. Nearly lost in there. You do have to keep control of fobs. And then basically if I find a line through his base, I can then carve him a new one. And you're looking for that method there where you literally set a line like that and let them drive through, and with that continuous firepower you'll generally slice him in half. And that's kind of how I use a Humvee, but you can see that the fobs are doing quite a bit of damage. I mean, I could have just sat there and watched the fobs do the work really, but what's the fun in that? So I generally take a bit more oil cost than I perhaps needed to. But now you can sit back and let your fobs do the finishing off. That's basically taking a player down much bigger than ourselves, basically by having a good strong attack and using fobs to support. So we've now won that one. So we'll just claim our goodies. And this is the bit people forget. So all I have to do is move one click and I will receive a full refund for my fobs. And then if you repeat the process, you could one move, deploy fobs, etc. And that's generally why I do it. So I don't like to be like necessarily this guy here, leaving my fobs out. I mean, his fobs are obviously bigger than mine, but treat them like cat's claws in a sense. Move once, move to a zone, if you will, move to a part of the map. Try and stay within the map that you land, and then obviously you're going to minimise your cooldown. You automatically move to a part of the map which is your level whenever you deploy to a world map. But basically, move once, deploy fobs, move once, refund fobs. And if you keep doing that as part of your attack method, then you can basically have a bit of a farming raid, move through the map, and then put your fobs back when finished. If you leave them out overnight and you get them destroyed, well, silly you really. Alright, take care.